Hey everybody. Yeah, it's that time. Time for another video. Yep. It's late at night and I'm doped up. Full of Dr. Pepper, my drink of choice, when Corona is not involved. So let's get right to this Q&A part 2. And yes, there will be jump cuts. I got some really good questions. Thank you guys for the questions. I didn't get too many, which is good because it allows me to focus and tackle the questions, but I got some really good questions that I've been looking. My first question, in no particular order by the way, from Emma Robertson: do I have a favorite book? That would imply that I actually read. Yes, two of my favorite books. I'm gonna cheat and go with two. These right here. What a surprise, right? What a big surprise. These two right here. Yes, these are probably my two favorite books. I have studied them, especially this one, because I've had this one much longer. This one only came out a couple of years ago, and oh, they smell good. Yeah. Yeah, I've had this one since the early 2000s, I want to say, and I've studied this book very thoroughly, and it's a good analysis of Stephen's movies, etc. And also, it's got a good biography of Stephen, like his early years and how his movies relate to his life. So these would be my two of my favorite books that I can think of off the top of my blonde head. My next question comes to me from Stone Arias. You're one of my favorite subscribers, by the way. Want you to know that. What are my favorite top 3 rides at Disneyland? My favorite ride at Disneyland, if we're talking about existing rides, which I assume that we are, Space Mountain, number 1. Number 2 would be Big Thunder Mountain, and number 3 would be the Indiana Jones adventure, without even thinking about it. My favorite top 3 things to eat at Disneyland. I'm gonna start with number 3, work my way up to number 1, okay? My number 3rd favorite place to eat at Disneyland would be Red Rocket's Pizza Port, because for some reason pizza seems to taste really good at Disneyland, and well, the main reason I like going there is because of the whole nostalgia factor. That building used to be Mission to Mars, Rocket to the Moon, so I like going in there and pretending that, or trying to figure out, you know, like the geography of where the old ride used to be. I'm a stupid nut like that. My number 1 favorite place to eat at Disneyland, no, I skipped number 2, my bad. Number 2 would be, I think it's called the Carnation Plaza, that little place on Main Street when you walk in, and to the left, that little place where you get breakfast, you get the Mickey Mouse waffles. Oh, yes. If you had to bottle happiness into a little bottle and have it with some cream, some whipped cream and sugar, and some bacon, and then go on some rides, I think I would call it Breakfast at the Carnation Plaza. I hope that's what it's called. To check me on that, you might want to go to Fresh Baked Disney to just verify that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. My number 1 favorite place to eat at Disneyland, hands down, without even giving a second thought, the Blue freaking Bayou. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Bayou. It's a place, it doesn't have nostalgic stuff for me as a kid. It's more about my my relationship with my wife and stuff. When we were dating, we had our dating anniversary there. We ate there a lot when we were dating and stuff, and we celebrated one of our anniversaries. I was not asked this, but I don't think I have any favorite places to eat at DCA, which is California Ease for Disney's California Adventure, but I'm a little biased toward California Adventure because they serve wine there. You can do wine tasting and then go on the rides and have fun. Next question, Tyler Hurd asks me, do I plan to do any vlogs outside of my place? Touche, my friend, touche. Yes, I do plan to do vlogs outside of my place. It's a matter of me having, first and foremost, the time to do that, and secondly, the gas money to go up to Hollywood. I say Hollywood because that's where I plan to do most of my big videos, If you want an example of exactly the kind of video that I'm going to do for you guys, stay tuned for my Rudolph Valentino video that I have already begun work on, and it'll probably be up sometime next month. That's the kind of video that I'm going to do that I want to give you guys more of, etc. So, yes. Next question from Tyler Hurd. Maybe in the fashion of Adam the Woo. The best way I can answer that is probably not. Not in the fashion of Adam the Woo. Mainly, I say no, mainly because there's only one Adam the Woo. There's only one Adam the Woo, and there's only one me, and it would really be a crime for me to try and imitate what Adam the Woo does. I know that maybe I'm reading too much into that, but we're two very different people with two very different styles, and Adam, we gotta understand, Adam is a friend. Adam is a friend. He's someone who has become a friend of mine, and I admire the guy, and I'm very happy for him with what he does and stuff. He does really cool stuff, and I don't think I could ever be compared to Adam the Woo. So that's my, forgive me if I'm reading too much into that question, but probably not. I'm my own person with my own style, but yeah. Do I plan on hanging with him and his gang like Justin Scar, Tyler Evans, Jeff Heimbuck, and so on? Yes. If all of our collective schedules ever align to the point of us all hanging out, then yes. I have hung out with Jeff Heimbuck a couple of times. He's a really cool guy, and he is a total Disneyland celebrity because he kept on, I should say, getting recognized by people and stuff. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, if our schedules ever align, then yeah, that would be a lot of fun to hang out with all of the Live Fast Die crew. Live Fast Die Poor crew. Okay. One of the parts in this video that I've been waiting to get to. From Ms. Ellie Mae Jenkins. I hope you guys don't mind using your names when I answer the questions. I hope you don't mind that. Do I have any interest in writing? Do I have any interest in writing? That's one of my favorite questions that I was asked. Up until before doing videos, writing is the main way that I express myself. I write poetry to deal with the pain that I carry, the scars that I carry from traumatic / tragic experiences that I've been through in life. I'm not a victim and I'm not complaining, but I've been through some pretty awful stuff in my life. Been through a lot of good, but anyway, to deal with the negative, one of the main ways is I write poetry about it. One of my main hobbies is I write screenplays. These are two of my completed screenplays that I have written, and one of them is a romantic comedy. The other one is the first part of a trilogy that I've been working on since, believe it or not, 1999. And the subject matter of that big trilogy is this guy right here. The Yeti ice creature. Not this guy specifically, but excuse the background noise. My doggy Potemkin is running up the stairs following her mommy, my wife.
Her name is not Potemkin. Her name is Toto. Get it right, or pay the consequences.
Oh yes, I love writing. I love writing. Words are very, very, very powerful, and some people are blessed with the ability to draw. My sister is an amazing artist. She draws faces like nobody's business. I'm the writer in the family, so yes, I write. From Sean Rockenboxes, my buddy Sean Rockenboxes. First question from him: what or who got me started doing videos? Good question. A fellow by the name of, you may have heard of him, Steven Spielberg. He made this little movie right here. Yeah, this is the video that my mom brought home for a brand new VCR back in 1989. It may have been 88, but I'm pretty sure it was 89. My 5-year-old self was completely blown away by this movie. And so this is the movie that started my creativity. and my creativity over the years evolved, if you will, into doing videos. Would I and my wife ever come to Niagara Falls? If our circumstances were ever in favor of that, then most likely. I don't really see that being on the horizon anytime soon, but if it ever, if that ever became a possibility, then that'd be great. Do I collect random things, or do I have a collection at all? Yes, I do. Yes, this is my signed Back to the Future poster, which proudly hangs over my desk. This is part of my Back to the Future collection. These are my other various collections, my DeLoreans, my Lon Chaney Phantoms and Jokers, and here's what's left of my Star Wars collection. I used to have a very expensive Star Wars collection, not anymore. Yeah, I've got the essentials, the important stuff, right? And of course, down the bottom, last but not least, DeLorean. From Cat Wilhite, what is my day job? My day job is very boring. I am the accounts receivable at a distributing company up in Brea, California. So that's my day job. It's very boring. Well, it sounds boring. It's actually very stressful, is what it is. But it pays the bills. So that's my day job. Next question from Cat Wilhite. Does my wife have any interest in making videos? Well, let's ask her. Do you ever plan to do videos?
First of all, I want to apologize for my appearance. I just got out of the shower and my husband hustled me down here to be in his video. So I apologize for that. I know I look awful. I'm all ready for bed. Anyways, no, I don't plan to do videos. My hobbies include cosplay, reading and writing, and also designing jewelry for a very specific kind of highly collectible doll. So I think I'll leave YouTube to my husband, the director, and the prettier people, me not being one of those.
Clearly I have failed because you're beautiful, sweetie.
Oh.
Next question from Cat Wilhite. Was I born and raised in California? Yes, I was born and raised in California. I was born in Long Beach, and I have lived all over Southern California over the years, but I've always lived in Southern California, and yes. And last question from Cat Wilhite. How old is Fat Todd? Fat Todd was born in 2007. That's when we got him, so he is now 8 years old. He's 8. From Dancing Bear, also one of my favorite subscribers. When did I find out I'm related to Steven Spielberg? Oh, I decided that I was related to Steven Spielberg when I started up my YouTube channel, somewhere around that time, in 2008, I think. What movie got me to be a fan of his? The one and only. No, to be fair, it wasn't just this. Also, in the year '89, a very, very, very climactic action movie came out. The last of the 3 Indiana Jones movies, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. That made a big impression on my 5-year-old self. But yeah, Steven's movies have always been favorites of my family's, and they've inspired me. And his movies are one of the main things in my life that have got me through some tough times in my life. How did I meet Jeff Heimbuck? I met Jeff Heimbuck when Adam the Woo and Justin Scar did a little meet and greet right after I discovered their videos back in 2014. So he was there, and we connected through Facebook and became friends. Am I friends with the Live Fast Die Poor crowd? Kind of. I haven't met Tyler Evans in person yet. I've met Justin Scar one time. But yeah, like I said, if our schedules ever mix, then I would love to hang with them and vlog with them, etc. All that good stuff. Okay. How'd I meet Adam the Woo? I discovered his videos, liked him, liked his stuff, and then about a month later, he and Justin Scar did the meet and greet right by where I used to live as a kid over in Buena Park. From Toilet Clogger 1945, we have to ask about your name. I'm not related to Steven Spielberg. No, I am not related to Steven Spielberg. I kind of wish I was, but no, I'm not. I'm just a big fan, and yeah. What is my favorite part in any Batman movie? Whoa, that's a good question. How do I answer that? Okay. Let's take them from the top, shall we? The 89 Batman. I don't know that I can pick a favorite part because that whole movie is amazing. That movie is one of the movies that taught me how to write screenplays. I kind of learned how to write screenplays from that movie. That said, if I had to choose one moment in that movie, I think it would be in the Flugelheim Museum. I hope I said that right. When the Joker is threatening Vicky Vale and doing all his shenanigans with her, and then the camera just shows the skylight, and Batman drops through the skylight and comes to the rescue. I think that's probably one of my favorite moments in the 89 Tim Burton Batman movie, because Batman dropping through the skylight is that's just one of the fundamental Batman things of Batman to do. My favorite part of Batman Returns. Batman Returns, a little bit of different story with that one. I don't think that Batman Returns is a particularly good Batman movie. I love Batman Returns for the nostalgia factor. So that's that. Although I will say that Batman Returns is the first movie that my wife and I watched on our first date after we met. That said, I think my favorite part of Batman Returns is in the very beginning when the Penguin in the baby carriage is floating into the sewer and the theme kicks in. Because I think Danny Elfman's Batman theme is the definitive Batman theme. So I think that's probably my favorite part when the music kicks in and it's all just, thumping and everything and stuff. Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of Batman Returns. Batman Forever is my favorite part of Batman Forever. I don't know what my favorite part of Batman Forever is. I kind of like the whole movie, yes. I do like Batman Forever. I do. Nostalgia, and I like it. My favorite part. I can't think of a favorite part. I can't think of one. I don't know. I don't think I have one. I know it's going to haunt me because as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to think of my favorite part, and I'm going to be kicking myself. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Moving on, Batman Begins. See what I did there? No, Batman and Robin, my favorite part of Batman and Robin, the end credits when the movie ended. Batman Begins, my favorite part of that. Probably, I love all of Batman Begins, and again, it's one of those movies that means a lot to me because it came out the same year that I got married, so it's like new start for Batman, new start for me. My favorite part of Batman Begins is probably toward the end, when Bruce basically tells Rachel who he is, and he says, it's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me, and she realizes that it's him. I think that's my favorite part of Batman Begins. The Dark Knight, I could do a video just for The Dark Knight. Dark Knight, I love every inch of that movie, so I don't have a favorite part. I'm sorry. Dark Knight is just an amazing, amazing movie. And 2008 was one of the best years of my life, so I can't pick a favorite part of that movie. I'm sorry. The Dark Knight Rises. I would have to say when Bruce, spoiler alert, when Bruce jumps out of the pit. I think that's probably my favorite part because it's the symbolism's there, the metaphors, what it's symbolic for and everything. That movie came out when I lost my only grandpa, so it kind of felt like I had been kicked down and I was jumping up out of that pit of depression, if that makes any sense. There we are. So that does it for the Batman questions. Okay, now on to my biggest fan, Jen Peace. Let's see. How many siblings do I have? Good question. I have 2 older sisters. Here's all of us. Do I have nieces and nephews? Yes, I have 4 nephews and 1 niece. Here's all of us. I'm on average about 10 years older than all of them, but fortunately I do look younger than I am, so when you get all of us together, we all look about the same age. How long did I say I was married? We just had our 10th anniversary back in April. How old is my wife and what is her name? Oh, how could you? I'm just kidding. Is it okay to tell him?
I don't care.
Okay. She's 9 months older than me, so she's 32. Think about that for a second. My wife is 9 months older than me. Her name is Jamie, spelled just like the Bionic Woman. We met the Bionic Woman, Lindsay Wagner, a few years ago and told her that. Is it hard to vlog and work sometimes? Yes, it can be hard to vlog and work sometimes. It can be hard to give everything I have, not so much physically, but everything I have mentally. I'm staring at myself, I'm sorry about that. everything I have mentally to my job and then come back home and try and be funny and entertaining for you wonderful people. It's hard, and if I had the circumstances, believe me, I would be doing videos full time, but I don't have the circumstances right now. Because I don't have enough of you watching my videos. That's not an insult to you guys, but if I had more people watching my videos, I could do this full time. But I don't, and it's okay. We'll all make do with what we have, right? Because I love you guys, okay? I love you guys. Mwah. I love all of you. Do I like Fast Times at Ridgemont High? To be honest with you, I've actually never seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and this is a great time to break the news to you guys. And I hope this is not a deal breaker. Okay, I'm never going to cuss in my videos because I endeavor not to cuss in my real life. Confession time. Generally speaking, I don't watch R-rated movies. I hope that's not a deal breaker. I'm very picky about what I watch. I'm very picky about what I watch. And the stuff that makes movies R-rated, like the cussing or the violence or the drugs or the sex, I just, yeah. So, I know what you might be thinking. A lot of you came to my channel from the Die Hard video that I did with Adam the Woo, so how did I do that video with Adam the Woo if I'm now telling you that I don't watch R-rated movies? Doesn't it make me a little bit of a hypocrite? I can see you might think that. Here's the deal. If they're edited for content, I know this is a little complicated, but if they're edited for content, if they're on TV, then I'll watch them on a case-by-case basis. It just depends on what the movie's about. It depends on what the movie's about. I own a cleaned-up version of Schindler's List. Yes, that is possible. I own a cleaned-up version of Die Hard. With a little bit of editing, Die Hard is actually a pretty entertaining, almost family-friendly action movie. See how that works? Yeah, I don't view that as entertainment, but I'm not here to judge. Have I ever been to a drive-in, and is there one near me? And if so, can I vlog it, please? Have I been to a drive-in? I know that I have, I just don't remember going to one. I know that I have, so I'm going to say yes. Is there one near me? There is one semi-near me, and when I have the time, I will go there and I will vlog it, and I'll try and make it entertaining for you guys. That'll be a lot of fun. My favorite holiday? For reasons that I'm not going to get into in my videos, I don't celebrate most holidays, but I do love the time off. How many hours do I think is enough for sleep? Oh, what a trick question. Probably 8 or 9, maybe 13. Have I ever seen Porky's, and if not, will I? No? Sorry. What is my favorite? I'm sorry. Just, I know the gist of what Porky's is about, and it's just a little too intense for my virgin eyes. What is my favorite decade? My favorite decade is probably the 80s. Decade I was born in, and it gave us some of the greatest movies and music ever. I love, just 80s are cool. My favorite foods, sweet and savory. I don't know what savory means, but my favorite foods, sushi and grilled cheese sandwiches. Not combined. Some things should not be combined, like, George Lucas and movies. Do I go out a lot to eat? Sweet and savory. Sweet, sweet. Sweet. Well, see, now we're talking about dessert. Let's go with banana cream pie. That's yummy. Savory. Sushi is savory. Oh. Let's see. Do I go out a lot to eat? Not as much as I'd like to. Unless we're talking about McDonald's and Taco Bell, in which case, too often. Where do I see myself the next 5 years? Hopefully in paradise. What's my favorite adult beverage and my favorite non-alcoholic drink? My favorite adult beverage would be Corona. Non-alcoholic drink, that would be Dr. Pepper, which is why I'm so hopped up at 11:42 p.m. What really annoys me? Oh, what really annoys me? when you're driving, or should I say when I'm driving and someone tailgates me, and or when someone cuts me off, not only is it rude, it's dangerous. Also, a big pet peeve of mine is when you're walking and you see someone walking towards you or whatever, and you greet them and you say hello, and they totally ignore you. What the crap, dude? Is that the thanks I get for being polite? Rude. Anyway, so yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine. Those are two things that really annoy me. Do I just have Fetty Todd as a pet? No, we also have our Cairn Terrier Toto, but I call her Potemkin. But yeah, we have Toto, our dog, and Todd, our kitty. What does my wife think about my vlogs? Well, let's find out. What do you think of my videos?
I think your videos are very highly entertaining, and everybody should watch them and subscribe. Like right now, do it.
I will add this. The tripod that the camera is on, the light that I'm lit with right now that is blinding me, and the tripod that the light is on, and the software that I use to upload this video were all anniversary presents from my wife, so I think she probably is supportive. Yeah, what's my favorite color? Believe it or not, my favorite color is pink. Can we mail you stuff? Of course. Yes. I need to set up a P.O. box. I'm actually touched and flabbergasted that people would want to mail me stuff, because I'm just a weirdo on the internet making videos. But yes, I will get a P.O. box set up and etc. Would I consider doing a meetup? Again, I'm just a guy on the internet making videos. If enough people in my area in Southern California wanted to meet me and say hello and etc., then yeah, I would totally be down to do a meetup. When did I start vlogging and why? I started vlogging the end of last year, and the reason I vlog, I never actually wanted to vlog. I never wanted to be a vlogger. I wanted to make movies and tell stories and stuff. But since I'm limited by time and money, vlogging is basically the next best thing. It's my way of keeping you guys entertained, I hope, until I'm able to give you the big stuff, the big fun stuff, and etc. Vlogging is just, kind of a, I won't say a means to an end, but it's what I have for right now, so I'm just trying to make the best use of it. And again, this is why I do what I do. Do I live in LA? Oh, I didn't ask why. The reason why is because this movie inspired me. This movie inspired me to be creative. My 5-year-old self, when I watched this, I said to myself, "This isn't a movie, this is an experience." Did I know the word experience at age 5? Beside the point. Do I live in LA? No, I do not. I live in Orange County. I do enjoy living in Orange County. I live in the city of Orange, actually, and it's one of the best cities I've ever lived in my life, actually, yes. What kind of music do I listen to? You know what? I listen to a little bit of everything. Everything except rap and hip hop and country. I listen to really a little bit of everything. I like 80s, I like oldies, I like a little bit of current, I like my fair share of current stuff. I love Depeche Mode, I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nickelback, Incubus, movie soundtracks, of course. I always listen to movie soundtracks on my way to and from work, etc. Do I fish, hunt, surf, grill out? Ooh. No, I'm not that much of a manly man, unfortunately. Do I fish? I haven't gone fishing since I was a kid. My grandpa and I used to go fishing quite a bit. But I haven't done it in a while. I just haven't. I need to get back to it. It's one of the simple joys in life. Hunt. I can't harm animals. Fishing. Grill out. I have a barbecue on my back deck. I can vlog myself doing that sometime. What I do for fun? Mostly Hollywood stuff. No, actually, I'm not much of a... I love the outdoors. I love to go out and have adventures. I've been climbing trees since I was 5 years old. I'm always on the lookout for a good tree to climb. But the extent of my outdoorsiness can kind of be summed up by this. That's it, baby. Man versus waterfall. That's actually before the Ice Bucket Challenge. What can I say? I'm a trendsetter. Have I seen snow? I love the snow. Yes. I think that's it for my questions. We did it! We got through our second Q&A! Yes! Be very proud of ourselves. Okay. Thank you guys for the questions. I really appreciate it. Yeah. I don't know what else to say at the moment, but I am working on my Rudolph Valentino video. If there's any other questions you guys want to ask me, feel free to... If there's any other questions you guys ever want to ask me, feel free to ask away, and I can do more of these, etc. Thank you guys for the love. Now that I'm finishing up the video, I'm at a loss for words. No, seriously, thank you guys for the love and support. Like I said, my Rudolph Valentino video is really going to show you exactly the kind of thing that that I want to do on here. So thank you for being patient with me. It gives this video a thumbs up, it does this whenever it's told, or else it gets the hose again. It shares this video with its friends and family. It leaves some comments, it does this whenever it's told, and it hits a subscribe button if it hasn't already. Thank you guys for everything. I love you, and I'll see you soon, okay? Have a great rest of the week.